So in recon training, a lot of guys struggle with the water. That's the number one place where people drop out. And it's because most of the time, and in my coaching program, it's the case where guys don't know how to take that mental shift from land PT to water PT, because there's a shift you have to make in your mind. And I think of everything as games. Life is a game, and combat is a game. It's the most dangerous game. But if you gamify things, it helps you create a rule structure, a philosophy that will help you be successful and win the game. And land PT is a different game than water PT or physical training. And that's because of the fundamental underlying principle of energy conservation. Because on land, we're designed to be on land. If you overexert yourself, what happens? You pass out, lay down on the ground, and come to whenever you've regained your energy. And so we get tired on land, and it's miserable, and we may be puking ourselves to death, but we don't die by running out of energy. Whereas in water, if you run out of energy, you die, you sink and die, you drown. So there's no option to rest. There's no option to run out of energy. Therefore, the rules shift. And instinctually, we know this. That's why we panic naturally. People are more prone to panic in the water. It's because your body knows, if I run out of energy here, we're gone. We're done. I'm drowning. And the thing is, this isn't the Olympics. We're training for combat. This is combat swimming. It's very different. We'll pull a lot of the lessons and techniques from these professional realms and disciplines like the Olympics and water polo and all these things. We can pull lessons, but make no mistake, we're not training for a gold medal. We're training for life and death. We're training for combat. And in a combat situation, in the water operation, in an amphibious operation, it's often dark, it's at night, you're in the open water, in the open ocean, there's nobody for miles that's going to come save you. You got heavy equipment on, and if you drown, you die. So with that as the underlying rule of this game, you have to have this mental shift. And so that shift is basically involves energy conservation. Land is an effort game, but in the water, it's the opposite. It's a technique game. It's an efficiency game. You can make up for lacking effort or a bad effort with exceptional technique. And so, of course, in everything, technique and effort is both always important. But fundamentally, when you go to the extremes dictate the mean. And the extreme in land is that effort will win most of the time. If you can give an exceptional effort, you can often make up for poor technique just by brute forcing. But you cannot brute force the water. It will win, and it will crush you. It will crush your soul. So you have to learn the art of energy conservation, energy efficiency, and that is all around technique. And so when you're on land, you want to lean into your effort. You want to lean into just pushing it. And that's your strength. You pull strength from your ability to give maximum 110% effort. But as soon as you enter the water, it's a different game. You're not going to give 100% effort. You're going to make sure you always have something in reserve, some safety in the tank, some cash in the bank, some savings that you can cash out in the worst case scenario to get yourself back to calm, back to relaxed. And in the military, we have an acronym called SAFE. Slow, easy movements, apply natural buoyancy, full lung inflation, extreme relaxation. This is a combat swimming acronym because it's all about survival. You have to survive in the water, and survival in the water is all about energy conservation, making sure you have enough in the tank so that you can never be in a panic state. You always have something in reserve that in a extreme situation, you can call upon that reserve to relax, calm yourself, get your heart rate down, chill out, stay level-headed, stay cool, and get back on track. Get your composure back. And I've developed a formula called the H3B formula, which I teach in my program. And it's just expanding on this because SAFE is a survival acronym, but the H3B formula is a thriving acronym. Once you've established the principles of survival, then you're ready to now thrive. It's like anything in life. First, you have to get your basic needs met. You need your water, shelter. And then once you have your basic needs, now you can start planning the future. Now you can start optimizing. Now you can start looking ahead and focus on thriving, not just getting by. But first you have to get by. And the water is very, very much like that. So that's the point. Land is an effort game. Water is an efficiency game. You have to make that mental shift. And so when it comes to water, mastering technique, mastering your understanding of hydrodynamics, being streamlined, minimizing drag, staying calm and relaxed, managing your energy so that you always have confidence, water confidence, that you're always able to keep yourself alive. Then you're ready to dominate the water.